welcome back to Pikastache's Royal Trap walkthrough, or playthrough, because I still have no idea what I'm doing. So I recently just got through all of the, endings, and it took forever, and I don't even know what happened, because I didn't really read it. So, basically, I'm gonna actually go through them this time. Okay, the page leads me to Princess Nazagi's room, where she unlocks the door and holds it open for me to slip quietly inside. Then, her purpose served, she leads me to my path. There tends to be a certain similarity to these guest quarters. After all, there's no way to know who might be residing within them at one time. The color of the furnishings may vary, but at their core, these rooms are not so different from the one Oscar and I share. Okay, I can't really read it. Yeah. No sign of Nazagi or his wife, nor the princess, not in the front room at least. The doors to the bedchamber beyond were closed, and that's where the danger lies. Oh, how amazing. That page mentioned a collection of small bottles which the chambermaid suspected of bearing poison, and keeping with Nazagi's sinister reputation, no one trusts a pharmacist, and for a good reason. Still, if an assassination were his intention, it would be foolish to display his toes open, and the princess was kidnapped by violence, as poor Oscar's head can attest, not by potion. Most likely that the bottles contain something else entirely. Perfumes, cosmetics, brandies, if he has a taste for them, antidotes. If poisoning is a common fear in his own land. I would expect so. The other possibility is darker than poison. Alchemy. I need potions! Yeah, Severus Snape. Small surprise that the maids are afraid to them. I've been traveling with wonder workers, blah 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 blah. Okay, next. I really don't want to read this. No obvious clues out here. Everything is perfectly clean and organized. We spell organized wrong, I think. Just as if it would have been with the entourage absentee arrived. Not everyone is naturally as tidy. I ease along the wall towards the bedchamber door, silent as a fish. What? Why? I can't hear anything. Maybe it's empty. I'll have to find out. Before I can open the door... Ooh, hi there! Oh yeah, you weren't last. Someone else does. Oh yes. In an instant, his long, delicate fingers are digging into my shoulders. The painful pressure making my hands fall weak and numb at my sides. Acupuncture. Who are you? Madeline Vallon. There's no sense in lying now. Even if he doesn't recognize me at the moment, he'll see me with Oscar later. I gambled and lost. I have to take this on the chest. Okay, I have no idea what I think. You're the Austendower girl. Yeah. Well, now you know. Know what? What is it worth to keep your silence? I can be generous to my friends. Believe me, you would rather be my friend than my enemy. Ta 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 ta. And the answer stares me in the face. The great and terrible Nazagi is wearing spectacles like a dried-up old monk. I like glasses! Okay, it would be worth laughing over if the situation weren't so dire. My lord, that's not why I'm here. I have no intention of spreading gossip about your impairment. It's beneath my dignity. Indeed, then why are you here? If you'll let go of me, I'll tell you. Still sullen, he gives a final rolling squeeze to my shoulder and then releases his grip. Wow, he's wearing a ring. How fancy. Okay. Feeling rushes back along my arms, the tingling even more unpleasant than the loss of sensation preceding it. Oh yeah, numbness. Ew. Still, it is only pain. If absolutely necessary, I could fight back now. I doubt his silks could stop a blade. But what good would that do? I'm not an assassin. I came here to investigate. I'm searching for Princess Cassidy. He laughs. Unless your eyes are far worse than mine, you should be able to tell that I am not she. I don't even know if that sounds right. Okay. May I view your bedchamber? He steps aside, bowing his head to me in mockery. Though it may bring me shame for a woman's gaze to fall upon my most private possessions, I will not prevent you. Ooh, what's in there? Potions. Potions! I bet potions. I shake the last remnants of weakness from my hands and I look past him to the inner rooms. Can I say how much I really don't like first person? There is no one in evidence, neither servant nor princess. I hear no hidden captives' muffled cries. Dolores' gossip holds true. A three-tiered rack of bottles stands atop a wooden table. None have labels that I can read from this distance. Many have no labels at all. Different colors, different shapes, some stoppered with crystal, others with cloth and string. There are undoubtedly secrets in here, but I cannot bring myself to tear apart his room while he watches. My purpose expended, I step away from the doors. Ah, first person, I don't like it. You thought I had her? I thought that these rooms were somewhere the guards were ordered not to search, and someone ought to. Someone already has. What do you mean? I'll answer your question if you can answer mine. How did you get in here? A simple enough question to answer. If I chose not to keep Dolores' secret. Oh, do I tell him? Oh, I don't like these. Oh, yeah. Actually, I like them. Dolores is untrustworthy. Tell him. Which one? Why? That's another question. What will you trade me for the answer? The name you just asked me for, because that was not the question I agreed to. His chest quivers briefly in a silent laugh. It is always useful to know whose help is available for a price, and whose loyalty should not be trusted. Oh, darn it, he won't trust me. Ah! Oops, what'd I just do? That's certainly true, and better reason than I feared. I would not wish to betray those who aid me to someone who intended punishment. However, it might seem that one had an excess coin, the page Dolores might be willing to perform a few favors. Well, for your answer, the crown was careful to gather both guests and attendants in order to inform them of the search for the princess. While we stood thus assembled, our rooms stood empty, which means they could promise not to search them afterwards, but because they had already searched them. I should have thought of that. Should you? What is your part in all of this? Protecting the interests of my prince. That means finding Cassidy before anything can happen to him. And if I were to reveal that you were out of your room sneaking around, I unfold my arms and stare at him unflinching. Then I would have to bring up the detail that your valet isn't in his rooms either. What are you up to? You noticed. I'm engaged in the same task as yourself. Of course, gathering information. Perhaps at some point we'll be able to make further trades. Oh, I hope so. If he's telling the truth, then we are allies of a sort. Neither of us had reason to know the other is honest. But neither do we have any reason to be enemies. Not at the moment. With all the dark whispers I heard about the Prince of Absentee, I hadn't expected to find common ground between us, even if his face seemed softer here. Perhaps it's the odd bits of glass that had given that effect. Oh yeah! I think for now I'm going. Oh, why do I keep clicking that? Stop it! Stop that! No! Stop that! Okay, there we go. And I bid you a good night. The words appear to amuse him for some reason I can't guess. Not knowing how else to respond, I bow and leave the room. He's a clever fellow, undoubtedly embroiled in schemes, and not to be trusted. He may as well think the same thing about me. He is obviously trained in the fabled Absenteean pressure point techniques. That's what he used to disable me. If he had dropped Oscar in the gardens, he would have not needed to leave a bump on his head. Or is that just what he wants us to think? If he were really hiding a kidnapped princess, surely he would have been more worried about that plan being uncovered than someone seeing him in his spectacles. I just don't know. Okay, let's see. Once more, I slip into the hidden halls. There is no sign of the page Dolores, nor any other observers. But this does not reassure me. I have been too long gone, with too little accomplished. I must return to Oscar. I wish I had more to tell him. He's done nothing wrong. I know he hasn't. An honest investigation cannot point back to him, because he is innocent. Logically, therefore, this mess should not come to roost over our heads, but it doesn't mean it won't. Oh, that's foreshadowing. Oh gosh. It is my task to defend him in all ways, to guard him from danger, to save him from dishonor, and to present him in the best possible light. Rescuing a lost princess would make him a hero, one that any woman would want as her husband. What greater laurel could I earn from him? That, of course, is if I succeed. If I do not, this scandal is pinned to his name. I will not fail him. I will find Cassidy. But first, I must speak to Oscar, to tell him what little I have learned, and to see if it sparks any clue. Oh wow, oh wow. Okay, so I'll end it here, and thumbs up, just favorite, don't really favorite it, I don't even know why people do that. Yeah, thumbs up, subscribe, do whatevs, and thank you for watching!